So this is going back to permutations. Okay, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 0, 2, 5, 7, 8 if a digit cannot be used more than once in any number? So remember with permutations we had the boxes. And you can't use the same digit twice, okay? 4-digit numbers, what can't they start with? 0, okay? So you can't use 0. So how many choices have you for the first box? 4. Now you've used 1. How many have you for the second box? Careful. Why 4? Because you still have 0. So you've used one of the others, but you still have 0. So you have another 4, and then 3, and then 2. And we know permutations, it means multiply. Okay? So your answer is 96. There's 96 ways, or 96 4-digit numbers.
Why can't you use 0 for the first one?
Well, because like a number, a 4-digit number, couldn't be that. Like that's not a number. A number must be, yeah? It has to be bigger than 999. The number, like. Okay, how many of these numbers are greater than 5,000? Now, it's a 4-digit number because it's how many of these numbers. If it's greater than 5,000, what can it start with? Out of this list? 5, 7, and 8. So how many choices have I for the first one? 3. How many choices have I for the next one? I've used one of 5, 7, 8. So I've those 2, but I also have 2 others that I haven't used, so that's 4. Then I've used another one, I've 3, used another one, 2. Okay, so 3 by 4 by 3 by 2. Okay, so that's 72.
Wait, Miss, how is it 3 at the start?
Because it has to be bigger than 5,000. If my number is bigger than 5,000, it can't start with 2 because that would be 2,000. Can't start with 0 because you can't have a 4-digit starting with 0. So it must start with 5, 7, or 8. Okay? Because I've used a number. I've used one of 5, 7, or 8 here. I don't know which one, but I've used one. So then I'd have, let's say I've used 5. I've 7, 8, 0, and 2 left for here. Then I've used another one, so I've only 3 left, 2 left. Okay? Is that alright? Okay, so that's example 3. Let's do another one. Can I get rid of the board? Yeah. P3 is if you have 5 objects and you want to arrange 3 of them. Okay, so let's say I've got 5 books. How many ways can 3 of them be arranged on the shelf? Okay, that's 5P3. That's just the notation for it. Okay, the number of permutations or arrangements of 5 objects choosing 3 at a time. Okay? So that's 5p3. If we were to do it like a box, I have 5 objects, but I'm only arranging 3 of them. How many choices have I for the first box? 5, then 4, then 3. Okay? Now, for that, 5p3 means start at 5 and go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what 5p3 means. Now, you don't need to learn it off, but I just want to show you. What would I have to divide it by so that I'm just left with 5 by 4 by 3? 2 and 1. Because then they'd cancel, wouldn't they? Okay, so 5 by 4 by 3 by 2 by 1 is actually 5. What's it called when you start at 5 and go down to 1? 5 what? Exclamation mark. 5 factorial over 2 factorial. Okay? How would I get 2 when I'm dealing with 5 and 3? What? 5 and 3. What? How do you get 2 from 5 and 3? 5 take 3. It's the notation of it. 5p3 means 5 factorial and over 5 take 3 factorial. Okay? So if it was 6p4, that's telling me 4 objects, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay? But if you were to use this, it would be 6 factorial over 2, and where did the 2 come from? 6 take 4. Okay? So it's n factorial over n minus r factorial. Okay? Will you just take it down? It's rare it gets asked, but if you ever see this, you know it just means permutations. It's way easier to just use the boxes, and we will just use the boxes. It's just sometimes in pre's this comes up and people are shocked because they've never seen it before. What is it? But basically, I'm just explaining where these are coming from. Okay? There is another, yeah. Can I get rid of the board? No. Okay. Yeah? Okay, last little example. Hi. No bother.
think of Miss Bertie King and wanted
Why don't you bother?
that's what it is. It's also called cream pie.
Thank you.
It's also called what? Cream pie.
Cream what?
Cream pie.
Okay. So how many 4-letter arrangements can be made from the word Thursday if no letter can be repeated and they, I suppose the arrangements, they so this is just the restrictions. No letter can be repeated, they begin with D and end with a vowel. We're going to use the boxes, they're always easier. Now, these are our letters. How many options have I for the first box? 1. It has to begin with a D. 1. It needs to end with a vowel. How many options have I for the vowel? 2. Now I've used D and I've used a vowel. So how many are left? Yeah, 6. So I've 6 for this box and 5 for this box. Okay, so just multiply. My answer is 60. There's 60 different arrangements. Is that alright? Yeah? Okay.